was not. There we go.
We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present. Thank you for all your hard work lately. Perhaps you two could consider taking a vacation.
Vacation? I don't know about that.
Amazing! Paimon never thought we'd end up having downtime and not cry. Things were pretty hectic when we first got here. Everywhere you looked, it was either the wild hunt causing chaos or the Vatui stirring up trouble. It felt like this whole region was one giant slime in a barrel, ready to go boom at any moment. That's right. Another win for Tibet's top duo.
Ah, yes. Are you two aware that the Moon Prayer Night is soon to take place?
I'm live streaming. I'll be right back to streaming. back.
Oh, yeah! Wait, what?
You're partially right. The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Scions. They would also prepare food and
Oh, sounds like fun! Great! Well, in the meantime, when we first got here, you mentioned that this was where we didn't get to follow up on it at the time. Well, there's a saying by that logic. You'll never find. Could be worth a try, though. What's wrong? You look. Huh? Paimon gets why you'd be concerned about Columbina. Oh, it is weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time. True. Paimon would much rather deal with Marionette anyway. Maybe it's the pressure of being a Fatuse? Especially as a Harbinger. But then, every time, that's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. What? Relax, she's not even here.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Where are we again? Oh, yeah.
So do this first, then this. Well, I'll do this first, then I'll do this. But if it crosses, I'm gonna have to choose either one. I highly doubt it's gonna. So.
Hal loves being antagonist.
Yeah.
Just ignore him when he's mouthing off. Don't let him get under your skin.
Hey, she's sitting up.
Is me sitting here a rare sight?
No, we just thought you'd be resting.
Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the... Not that I consider it a disturbance. Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
I didn't realize you put so much thought into little things like that.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty.
Return home? So, you're still planning on
Yes. This planet continues to reject me, reminding me that I do not belong here. If I remain in Teyvat, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust, or turned into food for the flowers. I mean, I will cease to exist entirely.
Oh. I'm sorry. That. Oh, that line.
Alright then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you. But it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye.
How do you intend to return?
The Moon Prayer Night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Devat. The Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little effort.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It'll work like a slingshot!
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the false sky. I will be using a much gentler approach. But I do like the analogy. It's fun.
You see? She gets Paimon's sense of humor.
In the blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Time seems to fly fastest when you are enjoying it. I have always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth, and it has never expressed any desire to keep me here. Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is this a gesture of affection? Or is the world mocking me?
Oh. Were you hoping I can answer that?
Yes. You are a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience in this area.
Then, what I would say is, enjoy the moment.
That's right! Don't overthink it! Happiness is happiness and joy is joy! The point is to enjoy it, not...
I see.
I can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Oh, really?
I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from...
A joke. Anyway, I assume you're here about you-know-what. Give me your hand.
Actually, it's not that.
Oh. Then...
Sure. Thank you. So, I've heard that in the Moon Prayer Nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations in the Moon Goddess's honor. Since you helped so much in our fight against the Reihir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like to invite you to join the upcoming Moon Prayer Night.
I've never joined a Moon Prayer Night before. I'm not sure what I would even do.
Oh, don't worry about that! We take care of everything! All you need to do is show up. Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough. It's just... this kind of felt like a golden opportunity.
But... they call me Kutar, and the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in public right now.
I'll make it work. You have my word.
Yeah! We got your back! Well, she does. Paimon's actually not too sure what she's planning.
All right, if you're sure. I will not refuse your invitation. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see Lauma, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither yes nor no. Rather, it is. There is no need.
That was kinda cryptic, but sure.
And also...
Since she's agreed to join the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part. Lauma's gotta be the person most familiar with the Moon Prayer Night. We should start with her. Also, what exactly is your plan to keep her safe?
I'm not sure yet. I'll figure something out.
Hey, Lauma! It's us! Huh? Varka?
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night, and when I woke up, I was on Hisi Island.
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth designs.
Right, yeah, that too.
What do you mean, that too?
Yes, celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in Nodcry. On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance.
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with Rare. Everyone got put through the ringer recently, and now they're looking to turn their fortunes around. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
No wonder Catherine said that people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories behind this event are true or not. Even the frost moons.
That's fair. It's a bit like the lantern ride in Liyue. It's a chance for people to... Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time.
Wait, so... you mean she agreed to it? Huh. That's quite a surprise.
Then I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh, yeah! It's kind of a complicated...
I understand. In truth, I had a feeling that she might make such a decision. Well, if Kuthar has decided to participate in the festival...
Yeah, exactly! She was sick.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness. It will be very challenging to hide a goddess whose face everyone is so familiar with.
Darn!
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that.
Huh? Are you saying you...
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with a festival is to keep the mood light and your spirits up. You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince any...
The Mondstatter spirit is strong with this one.
As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's start by making our appreciation for Kuthar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows? Once we get the ball rolling, perhaps everything will just fall into place.
Hey! Did you catch that? Llama said the thing! Or close enough, at least.
I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already. We have a festival in Mondstadt called Windbloom, and you can always tell which couples are celebrating it for their first time by the smiles on their faces. Big, beaming smiles like their whole face is glowing. And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on the Moon Goddess's face at this festival.
Not quite the same, surely.
Anyway, I'll take care of business in this. But lastly, there's the final key element that brings the festival to life. Companionship.
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been preparing. Mr. Varka had asked to see it already, so you may as well tag along. Also, I have some further questions about Kuthar's decision.
What? Are you serious? And Paimon even gave you her vote of confidence back there!
I'm switching to
When
this.
did you become so sneaky? Huh? What's this? They sure look like they're having fun.
I believe so. Kuhenki seem very skilled at playing drums like these, although I'm not sure where they learned it from.
Maybe it's an innate talent? In their eyes, they're probably just playing with toys.
Luanatar! You wanna play too?
Oh.
Yeah. She looks more confused than anything.
Maybe we can teach her next time if we get the chance. What are these floaty things?
Moon veils. We hang them from buildings in the city during the festival. When you look at the sky through them, it creates a lovely misty effect.
Everyone seems hard at work.
They're preparing items for Moon Prayer Night. For instance, the sculpture being made over here. Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be placed.
That actually looks pretty cool.
Ah, there she is. I didn't know the finished article would be so large. Not to worry, though. All the necessary arrangements have been made. Just...
You have my thanks. And over here, we are preparing a very traditional confection.
Oh, look at all these colors! It looks great! Can Paimon...
Of course.
You bet!
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost Moon Scions by now.
There will also be verdant crests like this present in Nasha Town during the fest. The timing of Moon Prayer Night is not as such. The weight itself is a fun feature of this particular... Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I am very surprised to hear that Kutar is willing to participate in the festival. I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. I could introduce her to everyone, and we could be a family to one another. She did not answer, but she has not appeared here since. I took this to mean her answer was no. But if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation. Ah, I see. But my wish was not for her to come here. I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite Fatui intervention. But what really pains me about all this is that this is her birthplace. She ought to belong here. Yet no one has been able to grant her shelter.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, what they need is blessings, not burdens. We should wish her the best, not make the journey harder than it already is. Anyway, she's agreed to attend, hasn't she? All we need to do is simply respect her decision.
I see your point. Yes. She will soon depart, after all.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides, who's to say her journey to the moon is a one-way trip? It's not like she can't come back and visit if she wants, right?
Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun, so let's keep it simple.
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nasha Town soon. Wanna come?
Sure thing, let's go! Bye for now, Wilma!
Thank you all.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah, Grand Master, and the Traveler and Paimon.
Hello there. It's been a while.
Perfect. We have some new volunteers for our investigation.
Wait, let me guess. The righteous Lightkeepers are finally ready to hunt down the Abyssal Dragon?
Haha. Yes, that too.
Yeah, right. Oh, wait. Why keep saying that too.
Well, to be precise, the facts match, but not the causality.
Wait, so I guessed right?
Half right. Don't act so impressed with yourself.
Maybe I can explain. We ran into Mr. Flint's north of Town. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing was, I didn't detect any traces of abyssal energy on them at all. On closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters, but something akin to reflections in the water, or perhaps a mirage.
Huh? What do you mean? Like...
Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any physical contact with them.
I think I've heard of things like that happening in Notcry before, but I don't know much about it.
Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in Nodcry in the run-up to Moonprayer Night. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters.
But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions are harmless. There is no great cause for...
All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses. Abyssal monsters, though? That's a first.
It's a first for me, too. So I'm planning to look into it first.
What about you two? Any plans?
Alice contacted me a few days ago. She'd like me and Durin to assist her with an experiment. But we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar with her. We don't know when the wind will blow. Yet when the wind blows, we will know. That, in a nutshell. Describe...
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. Well, I suggest we investigate this Mirage business in the meantime. It's piqued my curiosity, and I'm pretty sure I know someone who will already be 10 steps ahead of us.
Well said.
Right? Whatever's happening in Notcry, she always seems to be the first one to know. Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the...
You're right, I have noticed. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moonprayer Night. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star, and managing to make a wish before it disappears. But this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or they're appearing far more frequently than usual. Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. First, the
ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
Indeed. But given the scale and nature of the phantom...
Oh.
So, you mean...
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with... In addition, so they claim to be from hyper...
Did Paimon hear that right?
It sounds like this merits...
That'd be a big help.
It's quite a miracle that...
I suppose you're right. Which, in this case...
So calculating.
Sounds to me like we could...
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo.
Agreed.
For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the...
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. It seems...
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned. Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along. Ha ha ha!
Oh We managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations. Would you and Yehoda like to join too?
She agreed to that? Huh. Quite an achievement. Never underestimate the traveler, I guess. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. I doubt any clients will be visiting during the festival in any case. And Yehoda loves a party, so I'm sure she'll jump at the opportunity.
No. 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 No.
Way to contradict me in front of...
Wait. No, that's not what I... So many people. All right, everyone inside.
Gee, she runs fast.
This is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out.
Like a spaceship? That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said...
Huh? You are... wait. Back up. You came here in a
Oh my
spaceship?
god.
Now my mind is blown. What's it like on the inside? Was it like flying through space? I want to know everything.
Okay, calm down.
Yep, exactly. Huge!
Wow. Really? Well,
I guess that decides where we're heading next. Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't want to leave me as the only one twiddling my thumbs, do you? Please?
Fair enough. You can tag along.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once...
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
You too.
what's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head out?
Tell me, Yehoda, when did the Curatorium start giving out intel for free?
Oh, sorry, Bob.
Whoa. That's cool.
Wow, what do you know? Yehoda was right on the money. This Phantom really is your spaceship, but that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists, but somehow...
Ah, you're already here.
With this whole spaceship thing, like, my question being, like, since we started all the way back in Mondstadt, how the hell, like, did we get from this spaceship to all the way over there? Unless it's, like, we just teleported. But, like, didn't have, like, any of our powers, so... Well, not powers, but, like, abilities, so... How... That's been, like, my genuine question. Like, that's been on my mind. Like, how the hell did we get from, like, this spaceship to all the way to Mondstadt? Because if we were, well, how the story is, like, we would have had to literally, like, walk all the way back to Mondstadt, but we would have passed, like, because I'm just thinking, like, going through, like, some of, like, the regions, like, we would have already have met, like, all these other characters. Just walking from the spaceship all the way back to Mondstadt. So, I still can't say that right, but get what I'm saying. It just doesn't make any sense. And another thing that doesn't, like, make that much sense either is that, like, at the way beginning, like, it doesn't show, like, they were in a spaceship in the first place. So, it's kinda odd. I'm trying to think of, like, how that spaceship, well, though it kind of connects in that, like, other story, like, that other one that we went through, but, like, how? Because it showed, like, these two weren't even in a spaceship in the first place. They were literally flying through the sky instead of, like, in a spaceship. Unless they changed the entire thing, well, the whole thing entirely. Like, they didn't look like the two stars that just went across the sky. They weren't fighting, like, that god, and they just happened to be in a spaceship. Like, that doesn't add up. I mean, yeah, it really doesn't add up how, like, this. If anybody else is, like, confused about this as well, I don't know what to say about it. It just really confused me how, like, there's a spaceship and then, like, it doesn't make sense to me, because so we would have had to basically get out of that thing, walk all the way, run, whatever, to all the way back to Mondstadt, not remember a thing, and then continue going through, like, It's just... That's wild. My opinion. Anyway, moving on.
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparation.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself.
Same
here. Oh, so we heard that these things
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this.
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do.
Allow me to lend you a hand. Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide us.
Is that a phantom rhyme-horn deer?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy now for...
Oh, it's leaving.
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly. We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are. Let's give them a moment.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now... It did find a lot of wild fruit. This puffin circled in the air several times.
Huh.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that...
Oh, I get what you mean.
Good point.
Blunthorn rhinos can use Kuvaki to shift great rocks. But this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust.
So, just like us humans...
Yes. Still, we are grateful for all your efforts, dear friend.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
What is this thing?
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here.
What about his grandpa?
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too. Hard to imagine something this huge could move.
Come on, brothers. If we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune.
Oh, of course.
You mean
Yes, brother, I shall join you.
We should go with them.
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it.
Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our fortunes elsewhere.
enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But... I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that we've spoken to some of the people. These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Nodcry. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play.
It makes sense. History is set...
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually...
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point, I think we're Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof of the ship's existence. And think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a matter of time.
Huh. Every now and then, when Varka gets serious, he actually does seem like...
I wonder how the others are doing.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
Wait, we have a team name now?
Am I in team?
You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like that if Barbados was in earshot.
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy once in a while.
Oh, no! Get away! Oh.
Oh.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Durin. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene in that which unfolds before us.
But we have to at least...
And try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now?
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water. Feeling any better now, Mr. Durin?
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here?
My guess would be that we are seeing Nodcry during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
Conria.
That is correct. As you know, once the Abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nodcry, causing immeasurable harm. Then 500 years ago, the whole of Teyvat...
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and that's because what we are seeing is history.
That would be my guess as well.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar.
Yes. Fate was determined.
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're seeing is from the Conrian incident? And also, how are you able to stay so calm when you're talking about these events? From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others.
Alas, I am forced to show my age. I must be 600 or 700 years old by human measure.
Wow.
Wait, so...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand.
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return. Your curiosity toward the Abyss, I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rerear's body in my lantern for a short time, and I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, you're...
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say is the Abyss is not the only issue that haunts me. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. Should I even exist at all? My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rerear, something became a little clearer to me. Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
Then I wish you every success. I look forward to the day of your transcension. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back.
Incredibly, our separate investigations led us all to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus!
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the Motherlope, and all this stuff about moons and
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality.
Paimon agrees. And...
You look disappointed, Nefer.
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it!
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frostmoon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable research material. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium's storage shelves until the pages turn yellow. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is the best course of action.
Well, that goes without saying.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should prepare something a little special, aside from the usual...
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food. Although, does food go bad on the moon?
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home.
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But we don't interact with her enough to know what she likes.
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out what she's in.
Wait, what the? Traveler? They're all looking at you.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's. Gonna need her help sourcing a bunch of stuff for the festival.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler.
Is something the matter? I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the Abyss. But it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be all right. Thanks for your concern.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong...
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
to do.
Huh? She's not. Weren't there a few Kuhenki here left? Oh, well. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway. Calamina! Oh, how strange, right? It's not like her to spend so much. What about Luanatar? Luanatar? Hey! Do you know? Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where she is, could you take us to her? Yeah, that's even stranger. What about him? Oh, that's not good news. They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now. Good idea. She might know what's happening. Lalma!
Ah, it's you. How is Kutar? No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either.
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's way. Come on, let's go to Nasha Town. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it.
Makes sense. Let's go! Wait a moment. Is it just Paimon, or is this stall kind of suspicious?
No, I don't
Whoa! Where'd that
Not sure.
No, not that way.
The sniffer mole?
That's the final boss?
Okay, the jig is up. It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Ah, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
Alice. I like how she fixes the camera.
What? I've heard that all the big shots in Teyvat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexenzirkel, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't, so that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Alice? It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a Dodoko, but...
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think?
You look like...
Oh, that's the first thing you thought. A little surprising, but that actually makes me very happy, because that means that when Klee grows up, she'll be just as stunningly beautiful as her mother.
So she's a friend of yours?
Kind of. This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
I see. Madam Mage, that was, quite a powerful entrance.
It's okay, Lalma, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. That's right. She's a good person, just...
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? Hmm? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon side.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nodcry's present situation. In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have quite a unique personality.
He'll get used to it. Paimon sure is.
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time, I'm the final boss, and what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive, and good. Oh, drat! My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been dealt a. Thus falls the great Dodo King.
Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me? Am I a gigantic letdown?
For funsies.
No, it's just... You seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've shown up in person.
You're quite right. I'm here in Not Cry because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexen Circle. It concerns the 3 moons, Tevat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently searching for. Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea? My main reason for coming on this trip to Tevat was, of course, to have some fun. But I do technically have a job to do as well. Namely, maintaining the stability of Tevat's borders. I'll skip over the complicated parts, but to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Tevat's border. We'd find ourselves, and the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign.
No one.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power can cross the border?
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this. The trilunar syzygy.
A trilunar syzygy?
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Tevat, it was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world. Oh, that's exactly. But, fast-forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh, and the power of all 3 moons is gathered here in Not Cry. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary Flame, and it's having a noticeable effect on Tevat's borders. Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good enough reason?
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question, but it does make sense.
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious. But right now, I have a more important question to ask you. Why are you collecting the moon marrows? I see. Nicole told me about that legend once.
Nicole? You mean Mage Anne?
Oh, so you remember. Yes, of course. That was a story about fate, her area of expertise. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
What do you mean she has disappeared?
My body is... Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. My arms and legs are as light as a feather. What's happening to me? Are you out for a walk too? Huh? The day has come at last. Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Will I return to the moon after I disappear? So far, at least, I still exist. Even if not physically, but as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world.
Come on! Come on! Wait for me!
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
These decorations, they're so... It's times like this when...
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in the past. People would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face.
Karina! Lomatic! Coming!
I want to watch them a little longer.
So just fill these balloons.
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out.
Think fast.
Great.
Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions?
Take this!
Huh?
All right, enough.
The task is just
Okay.
We won't use all of that.
Oh, you menace. Then think fast.
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat.
A plain, humble meal.
Huh? How come I don't mind sharing.
I've never shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! That was 2 bites! Oh, then you...
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around. It's nice. What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town, too. Maybe the Traveler will be there.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the Moon Goddesses were no longer recognized. That's why the Moon Goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her. To be more pedantic about it, the Moon Goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Tevat's history. Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. Anywho, the Moon Marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her further. Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she managed to survive this.
What do you mean, fortunately?
Oh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture. Now, I said earlier that the moon goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Teyvat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess, too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette, and she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
Wait, we did that to her?
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be. Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are two problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Teyvat, at least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection? But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence. Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, the second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Wait, Mage N is going to help us? That means we've got 2 Hexacircle mages on the case.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till Moon Prayer Night. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
You really are
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varka.
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
Yep. Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well,
She left in a hurry.
Yeah, she didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for her?
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Klee, wasn't it? What's she like?
That's a long story. Come on, we'll fill you in as we go.
What a lively place.
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through!
Who are you calling old geezer?
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free rein in the workshop. You might as well use that hammer to massage my back.
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put...
I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always...
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority.
See? Lolka knows what the score is.
I guess they're friends. But then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this.
Columbina! Sing.
Oh, Sandrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
Hey, have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and...
The surprise of her life. What a fun turn of phrase.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have... Hello there, ma'am. Would you like...
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
I don't know why, but...
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
This name thing seems super important too. But where do we...
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Oh, I feel bad.
Columbina?
Traveler?
Let's go! This is not...
Sorry. I had like a cut on my thumb. But like... Ow. Ugh.
Where are they going?
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this?
Not really. From what I've gathered, Alice kinda took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion.
Huh. Hard to imagine Al...
If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry
Hey! Don't go around making...
I wouldn't dare!
Okay, sure. Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Oh, true.
That would be... this young...
Oh, wow.
Hey there! Sorry to disturb.
Varka, Knight of...
Have we got the wrong person?
When I shook my head, I meant... No, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Huh? Where is this voice coming from?
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you.
Subtitles.
It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me.
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before.
It's really you! Thanks for all your guidance in the past!
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate.
She's pretty.
Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is...
And someone who remains silent is to be the observer of the world.
No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it! I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each map, but I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything?
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Don't worry about it.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or, well, communicate.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But...
Will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
Sorry? Embarrassing?
Yes. My name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred form and their power. The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
Alright! Paimon remembers her!
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. It's because I don't have a long-term duty to fulfill. No. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving on. If I'm not mistaken, you are here because you wish to learn how—
That's right.
Yes, I do know a way. Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps. The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons, even after the War of Funerary Flame.
But all three had passed away.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons?
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, but of course, they were gravely disappointed. It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them—
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control, and the words just flowed out like... What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Teyvat and the outside world. Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so They built some kind of portal?
Oh,
Is something wrong?
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and—
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail.
Whoa, 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 time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up. Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which—
Yes. Although, I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together at— You look lost. Was that too hard to follow?
Yeah, things got a little, technical there. Paimon's brain is reaching capacity.
All right. Let me think about how to put this more simple. Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out, and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the Moon Goddess back home.
I think so. For now.
Yes?
Great. Counting on.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I
am Lauma, of the
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it.
See ya!
She seems friendly.
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this system.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
Ha 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 ha, what did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestor, but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kutar's birth.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Devat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frost Moon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only ones who would want to help.
Thank you, Mr.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession.
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless retellings. That's why I organized them into reliable and unreliable. There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. Alright, let's take a look through. Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name.
What we can gather from these records, I cannot fault them for their earnest faith. But for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Lama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frostmoon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes? Me?
Seems like this is getting us nowhere. For what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea. Yeah, right. That doesn't even make the 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has—
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading? Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. A big Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth the Kuhenki, who built a—
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. The moon chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed. Any thoughts after Yeah! Columbina probably
I'd originally considered this a fabrication, but now that I think about it...
She didn't know how other people—
Yes.
Oh...
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want to.
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame. But we did learn some interesting stories.
But
That's gotta count for something.
Start another one in a little bit. So if people want to watch, it'd be good